Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Saturday, about 85 degrees in LA. I'm wearing a Seiko MM300. I think it's called the SLA023. Gorgeous watch. What can I say about this watch? I can wear it comfortably for about 8 hours. After about 8 hours, I can feel the weight. But 8 hours of comfort and glory, why not? Why not? And great movement, great accuracy. So what do I want to talk about today? The 12 truisms of watch collecting. What is a truism? Well, a truism is a truth. And when you want truth, this is the YouTube channel you want. Truth in a truism. Well, to be honest with you, some of these truisms may or may not be irrefutable, but we'll see. We'll see. What's truism number one? I call it Pleasure Island Principle. Pleasure Island Principle is this. If you spend too much time looking at watches, talking about watches, thinking about watches, going online, looking at all the new watches, you're going to grow donkey ears. You're going to become a donkey. I learned this from reading Pinocchio to my daughters. There was this place called Pleasure Island where Pinocchio was able to indulge in all of his favorite pastimes, and he became a donkey. He became dehumanized. Ladies and gentlemen, it's great that you love watches. I love watches. But spend too much time, isolated in your watch world, you are going to become a donkey. And once you become a donkey, there's no guarantee that you're coming back. Nope. I've seen it go down, man. All right. Number two. Kind of a contradiction to number one. Addiction inoculation principle. The addiction inoculation principle is this. Yes, you do have a watch addiction. But, here's a huge but this watch addiction is protecting you from an even more egregious, even worse addiction. I hear this a lot from people in the watch community. They go, oh boy, you get rid of your watch addiction? Watch out for what replaces it, ladies and gentlemen. Inoculate yourself from those really bad addictions. Just have a nice little harmless watch addiction. No big deal, right? Yeah, the watch journey is relatively harmless, right? Yeah? Am I hearing a yes? I don't know. All right, number three. This is called the well-educated watch hobbyist fallacy. By the way, I'm going to put all these terms in the description if they fit. All right, the watch-educated hobbyist fallacy. It's this. Look, man, you're a watch addict, and I know you can do research on watches. You can become well-educated on watches, but you know what? No matter how educated you get, no matter how much you know about watches, at the end of the day, you're still an addict. You're still mainlining watches into your psyche. You're still incurable. So don't get all pretentious on me. Don't tell me how amazing your education on watches is. At the end of the day, you're an addict, and you can't help it. Just admit it. Just admit it. Number four. What can we call this? The self-control bragging fallacy. Self-control bragging fallacy. Don't ever brag to me that you've overcome your watch addiction, because if you do, that's proof that you haven't overcome your watch addiction. Rule number one, people who overcome their watch addiction don't talk about it. If you're talking about it, if you're boasting about, oh yeah, I'm down to this many watches and I don't even, oh yeah, I got it all under control. I'm going to be skeptical. I'm going to be skeptical of you. I really am. Oh, number five. This one probably hurts me the most because it's closest to what I've been going through lately. Number five. The fresh wound principle. Oh, God, this is pain. I don't know if I can do this. Can I leave? No, you're not going to leave. The fresh wound principle. Fresh wound principle is, I don't care what watch brand we're talking about. Any watch brand could snake bite you. You could get snake bit by any watch brand. I don't care what. I'm not going to mention watch brands. And I got snake bit recently by a watch brand. The movement wasn't working. After 13 months, I had to pay $300 for to get a new movement. And then the watch got sent back to me with with smudge and dust and filth and grease underneath the crystal. It had to get sent back. I don't even have it now. I mean, complete dysfunction. And here's the thing, man. When this happens to you, when you're snake bit, when you got that fresh snake bite wound and you're bleeding, there's a temptation to bash the brand. And you know what? I don't think you should bash the brand. Yeah, you want to because you're hurt. I get it. But if you bash the brand and make some bold proclamation on your YouTube channel, I will never buy this. I am offended. How dare they? Ooh. You know what, man? Some other watch brand might snake bite you even worse down the road, and you might fall in love with a watch from that brand. Things change, man. Just chill, man. Keep your cool. You look, man, I've been snake bit, and I got some fresh wounds on me, and I'm not buying watches from that brand for a while. No, I'm very cautious, man. I'm walking on eggshells around those people. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you I will never buy a watch from that brand. You guys know what the brand is. It was a beautiful, one of my favorite watch designs of all time. The 42mm Captain Willard. Ooh, I kind of miss it. Yeah. So, but don't do it. Brings me to principle number 6. This is called Pay the Piper Principle. Pay the Piper Principle. This states that, you know what? If you're a watch obsessive, you probably like mechanical watches, and some of you like me are going, oh, it's been a good run, man. Haven't had to pay the piper, man. My mechanicals have been all good, man. Eventually you got to pay the piper. You're going to be in a situation, man. It happened to me. So don't brag. Remember, eventually you're going to have to pay the piper. Oh, this next one's painful. Number 7. Trying to like it fallacy. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're trying to like a watch, you probably don't like it. Remember that song by Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes? If you don't know me by now, you'll never, ever know me. Yeah, man. It's like, if you don't like me by now, you'll never. I mean, I tried to like the tuna. I wore it, man, and I just couldn't bond with it. Part of it is the tuna, the tuna can. It doesn't really conform to my wrist that much. It's a quartz thing. It's kind of chunky and blingy. It's nice. It's gorgeous. One of the most gorgeous watches I ever had. But I don't know. If you're trying to like a watch, probably not going to end up liking it. That brings me to number 8. The watch box queen effect. There's some watches, like the tuna for me. It's in your watch box. You love it. It's amazing. You love it. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. And then you put it on and you feel nothing. What a disconnect, man. That's going to happen, man. Some watches, there's this guy. This watch here, it looks great in the box, and I like it on my wrist, man. The lume is just as good as the tuna. So I don't have time. I got this, and then got this. Yeah, what are you going to do? Okay. This is called the perfection fallacy. There's no perfect watch. If it was a perfect watch, you and I, we'd buy it and we'd be done. We'd close up our YouTube channels, and then you'd miss me. You wouldn't have me to talk to anymore. It would be awful. That'd be absolutely awful. And that reminds me of principle number 10. Discontent principle. Write this down. Discontent is the fuel of your watch hobby. As soon as you become content with your watch collection, your hobby is gone. And now you're going to be all alone, and now you're going to be reviewing, smoothie blenders on your YouTube channel. Good luck with that. Or coffee makers, or shaving. You're going to start shaving in front of the mirror on your YouTube channel. Just stick to watches. Stick with your discontent. It's okay. Number 11, the Sisyphus Principle. The Sisyphus Principle is this. On your watch journey, every step you make up the mountain of your watch journey, you take 3 steps down. This is elaborated on in the French philosopher Albert Camus' essay, The Myth of Sisyphus. Don't be scared, embrace the pain. Embrace the pain. Brings us to number 12, speaking of embracing the pain. This is called inevitable regret syndrome. I don't care what you do with your watch journey, with your watch collection. I don't care what kind of move you make. You could sell this, buy that, get rid of this type of thing, have lots of variety, have a minimalism situation going on. you're going to have regret. I read in the Harvard Business Review that regret is part of our biological hardwiring, that regret is how we learn. It's how we teach ourselves, and it's how we survive. So you're hardwired for regret. Just admit it. You're hardwired for regret. Of all of these rules, which one stands out the most to me? Probably the perfection fallacy, because I don't think there's a perfect watch. I don't even think we're really looking for watches. I think we're looking for light. We're all lost in the Platonic cave of darkness and shadow, and we seek light. And we seek light in the form of superluminova. I think looking for watches is a metaphor. I think we all know we're lost in the Platonic cave of darkness and shadow, and we're looking for light. Some of you are going, McMahon, you've lost your mind. And I'm saying, how come you didn't notice this 2 years ago? But those are the 12 somewhat random truisms, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed them. I love them. I think about them all the time. I'll put them in the course description. Course? Is this a course on pathology? No, I'm out of here. All right, I got to go. Ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think. Until next time, I'm out.